This is pretty intense. I don't know what to expect.
Intense.
I got roped into this. Who knows what's happening? Bert strong-armed me as he does.
I did nothing.
Can't trust this guy. Look at that face. Look at you just got off over here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would say I'm proudest of the slides. Like this feels so authentic to me.
I'm like, wait, should I hire you for my higher education conference?
Right. Oh, so
We're all
good.
serious professionals here.
I am a professional.
Same.
But lovely to meet you both.
You
like,
too.
But
Not just like a little chat date. Like, getting to see y'all one-sided.
Absolutely.
It's
Right.
nice.
3D.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, she's real. It's not AI generated. What is
Streamers
this?
have legs.
I know.
Mods have faces.
this is all. Yeah, this is all really. Feel
I
free.
guess I should make an announcement. Oh my gosh, I can't believe
I also got to announce my own Discord that we're on, so I'll let people know.
Same.
Okay. There's just too much. We expected to get here earlier, and then we had to find our Uber spot because there was just things happened. It's like I felt like we left early. No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I thought that I left early for the airport.
Joy,
And
what
it
happened?
turns out, well, the parking wasn't hard. I didn't get lost. I didn't take any wrong turns, but it was just slow going, like trying to figure out what the map meant by what she was telling me to do. Because, Boston, that's how it goes. And then I got there. It was like 3 a.m. Parked, because my flight left at 5:15. 3 o'clock, maybe 3:30, I got there. Should be plenty of time. But the economy parking that I chose, while it was a great deal, was kind of far away from the airport.
Oh, no.
I stood and waited for the shuttle. Where is it? 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 I got to the airport at 4:40. The plane was supposed to start boarding at 4. No, I got to the airport actual at like 4:25, 4:30. And my plane was supposed to start boarding at 4:45. So I go and I look for the security, and it's absolutely mobbed, packed, of course. And there's no way. I'm standing in line the whole time. There's no way. I'm doing it anyway, but there's no way. I'm not going to get through here in time. And then I just barely did. It was 10 after 5 when I got through the line. As the hardest I've ever run, except for the last time I was trying to catch a train.
It's funny how that works, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I feel very motivated to move my body.
And so I got there.
Why can't
I was
do this the other
like
times?
panting and heaving, and I triggered an asthma response.
Oh, no.
And the door was open. The screen said boarding. It was closed. The guy's like, "It's done. You can't get past." And he closed the door while I was watching.
Oh.
Yeah. So then they, I was like, eyes were watering. I don't know if it was frustration or just because of stuff going on. And they sent me over, and the next flight was already boarding. So I just hopped on to the next gate over.
Oh, that's so...
No charge or anything. And it was a better flight. I mean, it was longer on the plane, but no transfers. I just stayed on the plane the whole time, even though it landed twice.
Yeah.
Once in Nashville and once in Kansas City.
Wow.
But when we were in Kansas City, we picked up Sunsets. She was on the same plane as me.
Really?
Oh. Can you believe it? What a small world, right?
Yeah, it's like, go figure, everybody's, I don't know, maybe heading to Vegas this weekend, so, yeah.
The flight attendant was like, oh my gosh, Vegas flights, they want to get drunk before they even get to Vegas, and I'm like, no, this is all going to be nerds.
Yeah.
No,
you're good. You're good this weekend, it's fine.
I have a comment from Jamie88888, which is just the best comment so far. This meeting could have been an email. All
right, I'm sorry, I'm hacking up. Goodbye.
All right, let's CC everyone, including the CEO.
You know what? We have a good crowd. Let me go ahead and just, even though it's like 3 minutes early, I'm going to put the camera on and say hello.
Sure.
Folks, hello, everybody.
Hi.
It's great to see you. I'm Davey. As you know, this is Sandwich Show. Let me go introduce my friends. We'll start officially in about 3 minutes, but just to give you the scene, literally set the scene for you. here we are in a conference room in an undisclosed location.
Oh.
You're not supposed to know where this
Yeah,
is.
no
You're
idea.
Could be anywhere, really.
Yeah,
This looks
yeah.
like my home, my actual workplace.
Yeah. Everyone in chat, I want to say hello to Chip and Doodle, P and PA, Charlie's Beats, Mike B, 7896. Hope to see you tomorrow, too, Mike. Jamie 8888, Breddington Frothing Slosh. Give our friends follows in the chat, those who stream. And anybody I missed, please let us know who you are. We'd love to say hi to you too. So let me introduce everybody. In 2 minutes we'll introduce everybody to get going. But yeah, this is it. We got donuts. We got potato chips.
It's a conference.
I got coffee because, again, this has been a long work day. Everybody. Sorry. We're just going to have to keep caffeinated.
It's going to be a really fun discussion today, and we're really looking forward. So thank you everybody for joining in.
I was telling Davey earlier that I'm really glad that I'm not the one leading this meeting because I did that all week already.
I find this stream to be very relatable for a lot of us. You know, like, that's the thing.
Yeah, because a lot of us are professionals, outside of doing the Twitch thing. We also have, day jobs.
Yeah.
Day jobs.
Day
What are those? I'm a 100%
God.
Twitch streamer sponsor living in San Diego. Totally a thing, everybody. Totally a thing.
Oh, I love that so much. But yeah, this is we want to first thank the community for putting together all the hype to make this happen, and also I wish I could remember who specifically had the idea, but I think we just came up with it together. But y'all were really, really great at with that idea. It was a really great idea to put together a conference room stream. It's just so funny. It's just a funny idea.
Thank you all for coming. We hope to have a very productive meeting.
Yeah,
We have a lot of
exactly.
areas opportunity to talk about.
Absolutely. And we have donuts. Please have a
We
donut.
do.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Irish
chat.
donut.
I know.
Is that with maple?
Yeah, I think there's maple in there.
Excellent.
That
There
was
we go. There we go.
You
See our
don't-
options.
Absolutely.
Ta-da.
Enjoy, friends. Hey, Aaron, what's going on? The Lunar Raccoon has joined us too. What is up?
Aaron! Yay!
Horror host Joe, so good to see you as well. And I do hope that if anyone wants to ask the sandwich question, I have an answer for you. We had a really, Joy and I had a really good sandwich from Quiznos on the way in. So good.
I had the turkey guacamole bacon
Yeah.
something. It was
Ooh.
real good.
Yeah.
I messed up.
Oh.
Gibson. We went to a place. Gibson got a
I
sandwich.
did. I got a spicy chicken sandwich.
And I got a breakfast hash. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There was one thing I needed to do coming
You had
into
one-
this stream today, and I forgot. Okay. All right. She's fired. Get her pink slip. She's out of here. Jeez. Oh,
Well, we can come
no.
up with an action plan.
Yeah.
Get us-
yeah. A performance improvement plan. No. I can't do this again.
All in favor?
You're very welcome, Joe. Let me just run down what we've got tonight. So, the folks in our conference room can see the slides along with you all in the chat. So let me show you what's to come. We have an agenda. We have agenda items and charts and graphs, TPS reports. I mean,
no.
we spared no expense for this one.
Sorry. What does TPS stand for again? Sorry, I didn't get the memo on that one.
I'll have to consult
Twitch performance streamers. There we go. We got them.
All right, so here it is. Oh, okay, yeah. So welcome to Power and Strength, making
Power and
projective together through a conference room.
I'm sorry. I need
Making
to take this very
productivity.
seriously. Sorry. Yes,
Okay,
I'm
this does
definitely
look
paying
like my
attention.
actual
I'm so triggered right now. I'm sorry, Davey. You didn't tell me all that was going to go into this. Jeez.
Oh,
Don't worry, just show up and share your knowledge, right?
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
whole idea.
Yeah,
I thought
did
I
we-
was just meeting up with friends.
It's almost like we didn't take time off work today.
Wait, I thought we were cameras off for this video. No, I have to be on. Oh no. So, anyways.
Well, let's run down what we got tonight. So here's our strategic roadmap. We will be eating donuts, not bagels. We had a last minute change in the organizational flow of our meeting, so we decided to switch to donuts to increase morale and focus. We'll introduce your guests to you, and we'll show you who's who here. CashmereFeline has joined us. GipsonLens and JumpForJ0y.
It continues.
We
Feline. Where did that come from?
Dan!
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I claim some responsibility for that.
Dang it, Dan.
proud of
I
it.
know. You're an enabler, Joy.
I am.
We know it.
That's literally what a bot is.
Yeah.
An enabler and also the one with the big bop,
Yeah,
like
it's true. The
rubber
little
hammer.
bopper. The bop hammer.
We gotta have some stories about our friend Dan too coming up too. I believe I remember hearing that preview. Brett says, "Look at the hope in that stock photo's eyes."
Oh.
So excited for.
I don't know. She could be cringing a little bit. yeah, I could totally get that done for you.
She just got mansplained too. She's like, yeah, I know how to read the statistical analysis. I
I
did
it.
my grad school in quantitative statistics. Of course I know what this means.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's
No, thanks for
absolutely
that help.
nice.
I needed this explained to me.
Hi, Mon. Mon's America. Can we give a shout out to Mon? What's up, Mon? How's it going? Hey, Davey and guests. Well, hello, Mon. Mon's an awesome artist on the platform. Hope you're hanging in there, Mon. So, yeah, and then the last thing we'll be looking at is risk factors for Bean Boozled and Mentos Trick. We've done lots of data and research for this stream. So,
Ooh.
let's get to it. First, we're going to introduce to you in our group. Let's say hello to CashmereFeline or Feline, whatever would be appropriate. Cashmere, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hi.
Yeah.
Good to meet you in person, David.
Yeah, same.
It's been fun on Twitch going back and forth in the chat or seeing you on your stream or you in my stream. It's been good times.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to go with podcast voice here.
That was very effective.
I was like,
welcome
oh.
to this conference room stream. We are really excited to be here, and it's a pleasure to meet you, Davey.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm very, very much honored to have you as part of this, and I'm trying to siphon my official NPR voice for this
there we
stream.
go.
It shall be a very interesting
Yeah.
conversation. Really chock full of analysis and very serious discussion.
Yes.
Deep insights.
This stream supported by viewers.
Literally.
We're so thankful you're here, everyone. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, how long could you keep it up? We'll see.
That's a really that'd be a great challenge for the channel if you
Oh.
wanted to do that subathon sort of thing. NPR voice.
Would you tune in? Let us know in the comments. Thank you. Oh, do we need more ASMR tapping on this conference table?
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
Don't
But-
make me get a pen out and start clicking.
The hard surfaces added the acoustics. That's great, Brett. I appreciate that.
Do they really? Is it bouncy in here? A lot of like
Well,
reverb.
Is it? Yeah. Are we? If there's even, I was actually curious about that. Let us know what you think of the sound.
What's the sound doing?
It's gonna be some reverb anyway, because like that's just the gist of a conference
It's
room
real,
meeting.
yeah.
There has to be some echo. Sometimes it's like because they don't turn off the speakers on their laptop before they start speaking. You ever see that? But
it's not a bug, it's a feature. Right? Excellent.
oh yeah, but yeah, I mean, so what you do is really cool. Like we have productivity streams at the
Yes.
moment. It's really fun. It seems like a really unique type of a stream category. I think my question is like, what inspired that as your lean for the moment?
Yeah, so for folks that this might be your first introduction to me, hi everybody, it's me. I'm the problem, it's me. Yeah, I had no idea I was even going to get started on Twitch, but I was hanging around on Twitch as we all do,
Absolutely.
especially during the pandemic times. To keep sane, as you all know. We're like, yeah, don't remind me. But I was just so lucky to be connected with some really amazing communities here on Twitch, as I think we all are part of different spaces and get to know different personalities and folks. But through that, got to get connected with GipsonLens, who will introduce himself, I'm sure, as well in a moment here as well. Through Rob Kovacs's stream, who I met at Twitch, outside of TwitchCon, sorry, have to say that, outside of TwitchCon on the streets of San Diego last year. But got connected in there and just like really loved the community. And then we started to do Discord hangouts. And I got an invite to my friend Chris and Yee's Fall Guys stream one day. And went on there with him and just had such a good time. And other people were like, we could see you streaming. You should consider streaming. I'm like, what would I even stream? What would I even stream? Here I am in my doctoral program trying to finish my dissertation that's taken years. There's no way I could stream. And we had our buddy Crazy Asian, who is actually going to be here at TwitchCon this week, make the suggestion of, well, yeah, you don't have to stream games or just chatting. Like, you know, there's co-working streams. I was like, wait, what? Wait, there's a thing on Twitch that I could do my work and also be streaming and also help support and connect with people. And voila, lo and behold, this idea of like having the social support of streaming with somebody and just kind of like watching it work and knowing everybody's working together has been a really wonderful and fantastic idea for me. I've been so much more productive over the past year streaming than I was during the years of the pandemic trying to write my dissertation. And I know it's also helpful to other people and it's also got me to connect with others. So it's been a lovely journey. But yeah, in case you struggle, you're working from home or, you know, you're trying to study or work on your own projects or even just do chores around the house, there's something to be said about having the social support of a community and watching somebody else working that can be inspiring to work. Go figure. So
yeah, it's surprisingly effective. I think you watch whenever you watch one of your streams, it's like it definitely motivates you to do things like, you know, we can work on this or work on that. It's pretty neat. So how much of your before we do that, New Baroque, so good to see you. Welcome in. Mods, can we shout out New Baroque in the chat? Like,
hello.
Hi.
Hi, Nick.
Good to see you, Nick. Hi.
He's incredible.
Absolutely. Nick's a brilliant musician, folks. So yeah, definitely give it a follow. Santa Claus, take a guess. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what that was referring to, but good times. But yeah, it's great. And you've had people on the stream with you. I know we've had Rob on. You've had. Have you been on the?
Yeah, I've been nudging him into, and I've also been taking a little bit of a stream break because I also, go figure, have to work for a living, and have been traveling a lot for work this past few months. But yeah, I would love to bring on more folks to co-work together in a social setting. And now with Twitch Guest Star, or even just using Discord, it's very reasonable and easy to do. Mm-hmm. So
I love it. Yeah. How much of your dissertation would you say is done at this point?
Oh gosh, I would say like 60%.
Okay.
I am definitely in the analysis phase, though. I'm working on a large qualitative project, so lots of interviews and codes and things to theme out and try to synthesize together. I'm like, wait a second, is just having ChatGPT write it for me at this point an option? Because I'm tired. but I'm still in it. I'm still slogging through it, but it's good times, yeah.
Well, that's great. Well, we're wishing you the best of luck. It goes without saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like really exciting. I guess I haven't caught completely up to date on what the topic of your dissertation is, but what is the topic of your dissertation, if you wouldn't mind sharing?
Yeah, so what's the shorthand version? You know, I'm just, was like, what do I say in stream? What's my exclamation point dissertation command in chat? I work in higher education with a specialized focused on community colleges, which are like my institutions that I really love and feel motivated to support. They're open access here in the United States and just serve communities. That's what they're meant to do. Mm-hmm. But structurally, there's been so many issues with just how education systems have been constructed over time. We're realizing we really need to revamp how we serve students, like take down the barriers that we set up artificially on our ends, and also teach and serve students in a more like affirming way, especially for diverse and minority students. So my project is looking at an institution that has gone like pretty deep into a redesign process, looking at themselves on like, okay, if we were really to flip the script and say, hey, we want to serve students and have them at the center of what we do, what would that actually make our institution look like? And how do we like come together and make that happen in very bureaucratic systems and things like that? So yeah, Bert also got to hear me like education geek out on our literal Uber ride over to this location.
Nice.
So this might be happening a lot this weekend, but yeah, I am very, I love the work that I do, and you know, the mission of education in community colleges is to help lift up people and solve complex problems in our society. So I'm like, that's my little ticket in to make a difference, is to help more institutions.
That's great.
Yeah.
Very
You're
cool.
changing the world.
Yeah, I'm trying one little dissertation at a time.
Absolutely. So, folks, if you want to follow Cashmere, you can. Use !point guests, and you'll see the links to all of our guests tonight, our guest channels tonight. Rothgar Aurora, thank you so much for joining us as well, and thank you so much, horror host Joe, for saying have a fantastic time at TwitchCon. Very nice to see. It should be really fun. Like,
Yeah.
I'm already like we're talking to Joy. Oh, absolutely.
A prop for my phone, so we can like keep chat over here. Okay, we're good people.
Look at the versatility of
I know.
sun chips. You can
You know,
you prop your phone up too.
they called me an out of the box thinker, and they weren't wrong. So.
It's really solutions forward of you.
Yes.
Yep.
Please write this up in my eval later.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Let's go to our next segment, which is
Quarter projections.
Oh.
fourth quarter projections. Yeah, let's go take a look at them. So here's our data so far in our breakfast wars, and you can see that French toast has a narrow lead over waffles. It's been quite a battle. And machine learning simulations are anticipating a big rally for crepes.
Okay.
Pancakes, a sticky but dependable investment. And the SEC investigating potential Eggo fraud. I don't know what that's about, but that...
The investors are not going to like this one, maybe. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to work with marketing and PR really to spin this. So sorry.
That was really good. Oh, man. What's your favorite, like, waffle? Do you do flavored waffles? Do you do, like, blueberry or...
I think the best breakfast in that realm that I've had was actually last year at Comic-Con. It was a TwitchCon.
I mean, Comic-Con was there too.
Yeah,
so,
it was there.
You know.
But no, I went last year. We went to this breakfast company place, and they had waffles, which were flavored, not sweet. It was actually mashed potatoes inside the waffle with sausage and egg on top.
Yes.
Just about the most incredible thing I've
A
ever eaten.
savory waffle is very good.
They knew what they were doing, because this place had a thing you could order on the menu called a flight of waffles, or any of the they had different options from pancakes, waffles, and French toast, and you could put them all on a flight and get 3 options. And I chose the mashed potato waffle because it was recommended to me, and I'm really glad that it was. And then also there was a tiramisu pancake, which I was super stoked for because that's my favorite dessert.
Yeah.
Tiramisu, best thing ever. And there was a banana bread pancake also, which was really decent.
Yeah.
But the mashed potato waffle stole the show for sure.
Wow.
So in terms of the the investments and where we're going with the projections here, I do like waffles a little bit more than French toast generally.
Respect.
So we'll see how it goes, because the waffles may rally also.
Yeah, waffles could. I mean, it's certainly. I mean, they've had a lot of momentum going in. You know, I think the colder temperatures around the planet are going to certainly rally the waffles as well. There's certainly going to be a pickup for sure.
You mean winter, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
It would be winter. Yeah, we're already in the fall. It's like winter's when you really depend on things like waffles and pancakes to get you through the day, keep it warm. Yeah, I mean. Gibson, any thoughts as far as the potential waffles and pancake situation? Do you have a preference yourself?
I'm really curious.
Okay. First, I'm gonna have to admit it's been a long time since I had waffles. So,
Oh!
so I'm already ill prepared for this
Let me make my
conference.
notes.
Door over there. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Somebody call HR.
But I mean, they are pretty close, I would say.
Okay.
But I think I do prefer pancakes a little bit more. Although I guess am I in the minority in that case? I can't read from this.
No, it's kind of close. You can see
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pancakes is only trailing by like 6 data points.
You know,
Okay,
it's
it's not-
dependable.
okay.
You know, that's a solid
I
investment.
like the
Yeah.
underdog, so I'm going to go with pancakes.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. I don't know if I said hello to Rothgar Aurora yet, but I hope you're doing well. Rothgar says, I may prefer waffles or French toast, but I usually have bread left over at the end of the week, so I'm more likely to make French toast.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a really versatile,
Yeah.
commodity.
Yeah. It's an eye towards sustainability, and that is really going to help our profit margins this year. So we appreciate that. Thank you, Rothgar.
Rothgar, your commitment to efficiency is extremely commendable, and
Unsubbed.
I'm guessing that's for the
That was for-
I haven't had waffles.
I think these are the waffle comment. That's great. So yeah, thank you very much, Cashmere, for sharing a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, thank you.
Let us now move towards our next guest, who is
Ooh.
the our good friend GipsonLens.
Gips.
And
Gips.
Hello.
Gibson, nice to meet you. I hope you're well. I mean, we've met before.
We did meet at last year's TwitchCon. Yes.
Yeah.
Outside the Doom Piano Bar.
Oh.
I believe was the first time.
Oh, was that really the first time?
I
Yeah,
think
that night
so.
was wild.
Wait, were you literally outside as well?
I was.
That's where I met Rob. Last year.
But somehow
We all met so many people on that street that
But
night.
somehow I didn't meet Cashmere that
Yeah,
night. Though.
you were hanging out with him too. I don't know. Anyways, it's a small world. It's a small city when you're in San Diego.
It
but-
was really amazing. Like, we were all trying to get into the same karaoke bar that night. It was just...
That was so funny. Like one person got wind that there was karaoke at this one place, and then we all like swarmed. There were more people. It was like a star-studded crosswalk, sidewalk.
Yes.
Everyone was just on the sidewalk, like greeting, like, "Hey, how's it going?" There was like a line to talk to a Nell, and
That's a true story. That's a true story. Oh, man. Great times. Yeah, Chips is exact. Oh, yeah, from the waffle comment.
Oh.
That's great. But yeah, that was great meeting. Yeah, and I met Dan in that line. I met Dan and Calvin at the same time, actually.
Wait, Dan was there too?
Dan was there
There.
too.
Maybe he was there earlier. I don't remember seeing him there.
Dan was commuting, I think, so he
Drove back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
wasn't.
okay.
He was
Okay.
a little bit a shorter
Okay. Maybe I just
stay.
missed him at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi. Welcome in.
Javar, welcome. So good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us, Javar. Yeah. So now you are a music streamer. You
Yes.
composed music, a lot of
I've
video
also
games.
composed the music as well. Yes.
Pretty cool.
Some that have showed up in actual release video games.
Nice.
But probably haven't played it since it was on something called Connect Party, if you remember.
No.
Connect on,
Oh, wow.
on the Microsoft, Connect, Xbox Connect.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
The device,
Yeah.
motion sensing device.
Oh, that was like the little the ice cream cone thing
With the little
the balls.
the ball on it.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, the commercials for that were really fun. Like they just looked like.
But yeah, so yeah.
Hi, Tony.
Composed for that's the biggest thing that I composed for was for Connect Party, and I've written some video game music for some tiny little flash games as well that I guess I don't even know if you can play them anymore, or it's somewhere they must be emulated or something, whatever they do with Flash now since they got rid of Flash, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Gibson, refresh my memory because we were talking about it on Brian Slatko's channel last night during his anniversary. There are different types of software you can use to compose music. What do you usually use for?
So at least when I was writing for those particular projects, I was writing more in the chiptune style.
Okay.
So I was using a software called OpenMPT.
Oh.
I don't know if anyone's heard of that, but it kind of allows you to write in the way they used to write music for. It's like a module format. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Music, that was most popular in like the 90s, I guess. Yeah, 90s, late 80s, early 90s, I think. So that's what I use. It was a OpenMPT that kind of emulates those kind of mod tracking software.
That's pretty legit. Like, I mean, and it's, as they were saying at Ryan's channel last night, like there is no right answer to that question of what kind of software you use. Everybody uses different things, so I think is there, you know, after a while you get a certain comfort level with it. But what are you, like, if you were to describe the process of making music, what do you go with first? Do you go with a melody line? Do you think of like just simple movements? Do you think of chord progressions? Like, is there anything specific you turn to?
I think it does change a little bit each time, and it depends on the project. With I guess video game music, you kind of have more of a directions. They want something, or there's already usually like a game or some kind of theme or setup that you're kind of writing to. So, like for example, I guess with Connect Party, it's a game with mini games. So like the first one that I worked on was kind of like a Space Invaders theme game, like a cute Space Invaders. So that was the theme, just cute Space. So that's, I guess that's kind of, I was kind of thinking of like maybe a little bit of happy music. And also in that mini game, you're kind of like jumping between different cities. So I'm thinking the music should change a lot. As well.
This is clever. It's really neat to hear. And when we're on your stream, we see a lot of these themes are presented are playable or requestable from your song list. Like those are really great.
Yes.
Oh hey LG, what's going on? Tony, I hope you have a rest of your day. Shout out to the LG Music. So good to see you, Louise. Nice to see you again. Yeah, it's pretty neat. And I know that when you play it, you do have this vibe of the cafe, which is really cool. Like it's really nice to have a place where you can just chill out and relax. And you do play a lot of different types of music, though. I know some of your works are really intense. Like I've seen.
It can be, yes.
Yeah, but that is the job. That is what you tend to do with video game music. Each game demands a different type of mood. Do the companies usually tell you what the mood is, or do you just base it on what you know of the game?
If they have an idea, sometimes they'll tell me, or often not. Yeah, I'll just play what the current state of the game. See, try to figure out the mood from that, and and then compose from there, or if they have
They give you the game to play, like the start, like they give you like a game version of the game with no music.
Yeah.
That must be weird.
Yeah.
Could you imagine playing Super Mario Bros. With no music? Like,
the music is so pivotal to a lot of games that it's just like it would be absolutely odd to play the game without the music there.
Yeah.
I just like completely silent, just like the little Mario noises, like the waha, like ba-ding, ba-ding, with no music. I can't imagine.
That'd be strange.
Music's a big part of it.
Huge. Even like the earliest video games, even though they couldn't do music like that for the game, they still were defined by music. Like Pac-Man still had that little like everybody remembers that. So it's amazing like how you can piece that together. Like it's a really cool thing you do. What are some of your latest projects, or do you have any projects in the pipeline that you're working on?
Well, the current one is I am trying to work on my first album.
Yeah! You heard it here first.
But it's been slowly making progress. I guess that came around because of Twitch, because finally found
viewers like you, everyone. You make this happen. Good job.
But finding a music community and finding other people who can who actually want to help me. Because that was really hard to do before Twitch. I feel like I was not able to make a good sounding like album or song on my own.
Oh sure. Absolutely.
So being able to find people on Twitch who who've heard my music and seem to enjoy my music and want to help me record it.
That's a very hard one.
Yes.
That's so amazing.
Yeah. I'm gonna say hello to Pinecone928. So nice to see you.
Hello, Pinecone.
Pinecone says the music often is psychologically drawing you deeper into the game and keeping you playing it longer. Well said. Yeah. Phil says, I'm here for the quarterly report. Is this the right room?
Yes, you found it. Yes.
Yeah.
This is it. You got it.
You've missed a little bit about the breakfast food, issue that we had to resolve.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you can come in for the rest of it for sure.
Yeah, we do have additional data that we will be presenting later, so we're very excited to present that to you. And Pinecrest is awesome to hear. Bert, I love it. Phil says Team Waffle, let's go. Let's go. But yeah, it's really amazing stuff. Now, here's a tangential question. This goes. You can take this one too, Kashmere. Like, how did you find all the people you know on Twitter? Like, you know, Twitch. For example, like Rob Kovacs, and Daddy Flat Guy, and people that you've met. What was your journey to finding all of us, basically?
So first, so of course, 2020 pandemic lockdown. Of course, there's that. But so someone at work, I think, actually suggested Twitch.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I knew about Twitch beforehand, but they were suggesting that there was a music category now, or I guess I didn't know about there was a music category, and that was the year. I think they were really pushing music, because I remember it was even on the front page, right, where you could see on the front page.
That was happening for
it said, like browse music and then like games music.
Yeah.
So he suggested, because he knows, I compose and all that. So he suggested that I check out the music category on Twitch. So I did, and then just very gradually, just checking out different music streams, and then just slowly finding streams. I mean, the first few people I remember finding. I mean, Ryan Slatko was probably like one of the first 10. Ryan Slatko, Frank Tedesco, Rob Kovacs.
Yep.
So people like that I found, and then enjoyed hanging out in the chat, and then how that goes, and gradually meeting more people.
It's like an explosion. As soon as you break the surface and get in there, it's like, whoa, this whole world opens up of really awesome people, incredible musicians, really good friends.
100%. I mean, it's and then as we've talked about before, like meeting these folks in person has been just an added dimension to the excitement of that. And describe the thrill of meeting some of these people you followed for so long in person.
Right. So wait, I thought you remember who's the first person I met IRL. Oh, so I think it was. So there was a gig in San Francisco, orchestra music. So Maddie was having a gig there. So I met up there with him, and Hawk 6 Phoenix and 7th Century was also at that gig.
Oh wow!
So those were the first 3 that I met from Twitch.
That's really cool. It's really neat to have you to be invested in the VGM community, because it's a really big part of Twitch music. Probably the biggest part of Twitch music, because of the tie-in with games. It's really amazing to see people do that at such a high level. And it's what an honor that you can write music for games, or you can go download it on your phone. Like, this is Bert's music. It's exciting. It's really cool. Who are some of the people that influenced the music you write, in terms of composers or musicians in general?
Definitely just, of course, some of my favorite bands. Be like, I mean, Kashmere will know.
The Cocktail Twins?
Yes, Cocktail Twins. It has influenced some of the music, yes, or a lot of the music.
Or a lot, babe.
For certain games, New Order worked quite well.
That makes a lot of sense. That really tracks. New Order.
See that.
Yeah.
I love New Order. I think they're going to be part of the Darker Waves festival here next month. That I'm going to. So I think so. I think so.
It almost feels like New Order was like doing Ableton before it was a thing. It really has that vibe, Like, that's right, though.
I guess that's some other influences. I mean, sometimes have to write some classical.
Yeah.
I guess, Bach, Beethoven, all the usual stuff.
Absolutely. Well, it's a great journey. So just a reminder, everybody in our chat, if you want to follow GipsonLens, it's twitch.tv/GipsonLens, or use !guest. Great. Right here. That's the place. All right, so let's get to our next set of data analysis.
Ooh.
These are risk factors. Now, in every line of work, there are risk factors we must consider. Whether it's donuts or potato chips, or in this case, you have Bean Boozled. So this is an ongoing theme, an ongoing commodity on the sandwich show, and you can see beans have a lot of risk factors. Like number one, the bean could actually be good, and then the segment is rigged. I mean, that's no good.
Yeah.
It has not actually happened yet, but there could be too many beans, and Davey throws up. And then there's also the looming aspect of potential demonic voices.
What do you mean, Davey?
This is spicy. I can see that happening.
Oh yeah. With Mentos trick, well, I mean, the risk factors are a little more obvious. I mean,
Raid alert.
there's we have a raid?
We have a raid, friend.
Sarah!
Thank
There's
you.
a raid! Oh, we don't have any.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Well, I predict a riot. Welcome, everybody. Sarah, thank you very much for the raid. It's so nice to see you. Can we give a shout out to Sarah? Sarah Cameron Music. Welcome in, Cam Fam. King has joined us too. Welcome in, friends. Ozzy B, nice to see you. Rosie Dawn, hello there. My name is Davey. I am a variety streamer based in Los Angeles. I am not in Los Angeles today, but we're in a conference room, and we're having a great discussion.
In anywhere, USA.
Yeah, in Anytown, USA.
Yes.
Just a little bit west of Springfield, but
4 walls and broken dreams, so like a conference room anywhere.
A little bit west of Springfield. I love that. There's a Springfield in every state.
Yep. Let me introduce the panel we have tonight. And Sarah, thank you again for the raid. So nice to see you. How was your stream? I hope you're doing well. Sarah's a great musician on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope to have you at TwitchCon one of these sometime down the road. But it's so nice to see you. Hello there. Uji. I'm allergic to manual labor. Sorry.
Now this isn't quite manual labor. It's more of like just conference room labor.
Exactly. Let's introduce our panel tonight. So JumpForJ0y is on the far left of the table. You have CashmereFeline or Feline.
Feline.
You have GipsonLens, and I'm Davey. I'm over here operating the controls. Woo! And by the way, if you have any questions for us, we'll be taking your questions in just a few moments. So.
Now, Piney did ask, are we having donut sandwiches today?
Great question,
And
Pine.
I'm not certain that would. I mean, it could happen. I've had a donut sandwich before.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the ingredients to do something. If we really wanted to, I could see a chip donut sandwich in our feature.
It's on. It's right in front of us. Isn't it?
I mean, I feel like there would have to be a hype train or something to get that going.
I agree with you,
know.
Cashmere.
And a
Absolutely.
knife to cut it into four.
Yeah.
You know, I was just gonna be like, ooh, ooh. Yeah. I'm a strong arm type
like
of
it.
solution person though.
She's solutions forward. We've
yes,
already covered this.
yes, we did. My Strengths Finder came up with Solutions Finder, for sure.
I love it. So with that in mind, we've evaluated the risks, and now we will show you. We'll go to our next panelist of the evening, and that's our good friend JumpForJ0y, who has
Both of these stock photo people look so happy to be there.
very authentic looks on their faces.
Right.
Yeah.
Really.
I don't know Latin, so we may have to go back
to Brad Lauren.
We may have to make this an email later.
Well, Brad is Brad. We know Brad. Brad's our good friend, Brad Lauren Ipsum.
Brad Lauren Ipsum, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
The other stuff is, that'll probably take some babble. You might have to look into
Get
that.
on Duo.
Yeah, get on Duo.
I wonder if Duo actually has Latin. I doubt it, because it's not a spoken language anymore, really.
Yeah. That might be, I mean, you might want to learn it anyway, but still, you're right. The usefulness of it wouldn't be great.
But I mean, don't they have like Klingon there?
Do they have Klingon on Duo? I would go in for that.
That sounds great. Klingon would be pretty fantastic.
Or Elven.
My future productivity streams will just be me learning.
Learning Klingon?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Kapla.
As long as you don't have any gach.
Yeah.
No.
I'm vegetarian. I don't do it. I'm sorry.
Beyond God.
Impossible, guys.
Oh my goodness. Would it wiggle?
Yeah. They're trying. They're trying to find solutions here, but
Absolutely. Mike, thank you so much for the kind words. Love the lore and some text. Oh, yeah, you have to have some. Absolutely. Like, Contoso and lore and some text is just crucial to a good PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, so I'm not a streamer, so the panel about me is already over.
That doesn't mean we don't have a question. I would certainly not agree with that. You are very much involved in the Twitch community. You mod some really, really cool channels. Like
Yeah.
Music is Code.
Well, thanks. I built them myself. I mean, no, that's only true for a couple of them.
But it is remarkable how many cool communities you are part of, like a big part of.
Yeah, I'm as evidenced probably, and something that should be evident by the way that I go around Twitch. I'm pretty much constantly doing the whole obsessed fangirl thing, but in a more healthy kind of grown up way, if you will. But there was a time, I've always been kind of like a homebody, someone that finds most of her social outlet on the internet, and that includes YouTubes and Let's Players from before I knew Twitch was a thing in 2014, 2015, and being a huge fan of some nerdy music, artists and things like that. So Twitch, when it happened, when I discovered it and when I started getting into it, was just a supernatural fit for me. I just kind of constantly in my free time in one stream or another. I should be doing chores or
right.
errands, things like that, but I have found that I can do both, though, sometimes watching, some music streams are really great for productivity.
Yes.
And I admit I haven't frequented CashmereFeline's co-working stream yet, but maybe I'll move you into the cubicle. I have an empty cubicle in my team office.
Oh.
I could put a screen up and it's just have...
There you go. I'll just be working away. So.
The meta of that.
Yeah.
It's so good. Oh, I love it.
I love Twitch. I'm all up in it.
So you've really seen the entire, really a lot of the history and the growth of the music platform for sure, and then even the other platforms, the other parts of Twitch.
Yeah. I've been into live streaming before I knew about what Twitch was. In 2009, I was watching Live Me. It was I don't know if you remember Live.me. It's this, it was an app that, it kind of looked like TikTok Lives do now.
Okay.
They didn't have moderators, but I did kind of anyway.
Yeah.
Those people that just kind of took over and told the other chatters what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be jerks, people.
Right.
You think it's easy, but it's not. You have to keep telling them.
Link in bio.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, so you've been modding channels for a very long time, and does that get easier with each year, or is it or do you always see challenges with every year of modding?
The challenges don't change really. They only become different degrees and numbers of the challenges that there are. In terms of actual modern duties, banning trolls and noobs and things like that, it depends on what stream you're in.
Yeah.
And there was a time when I was in a stream that was mostly trolls and jerks, because the streamer that I was modding for was in Roblox and Minecraft and Fortnite. So there was a lot of just play with me and being rude and children. So there was a lot of mod job there. In the communities that I'm in now, the mod job is significantly reduced. There's the music, a song list, music queue thing. That's a biggest part of any of my mod jobs now. Is making sure the queue is going right and that people know how to request things, stuff like that. More of a helper than a actual police officer that's beating up the trolls or anything.
There are different roles for the mods that are in a stream, so that's always really interesting to see.
Every stream is different.
Yeah, absolutely. What would some of the other roles be on a given channel? So other people would be specifically modding, some other people would be doing shoutouts. How does that get organized?
Well, when I built Dan's mod team, that's basically what it was. Is hey, Lindsay, you're really good at banning people like that,
Yeah.
determining who's going to be a problem or stuff like that, or timeout stuff like that. Oh,
Wait, sorry. I looked at chat. I was like,
She's
it is
gonna
a
be a
conference
problem.
room. I know. Dan
and-
already knows. So.
Yeah. And like, Panda, you're really good at the song list stuff, and other people do stuff behind the scenes, like the graphic artist was one of the mods for a while. So we all kind of had our different roles.
Yeah.
And then Panda came in and automated most of it and does all the work for something. So I'm like a tenured mod now. I built this, it's working, and I don't need to. I'm just gonna let my team do their work.
I love this. But
We love Panda.
We love Panda too.
Yeah, she's incredible. I don't know how she does it, and I think it involves a lack of sleep. It might be that she just is just as all up in Twitch as I am, and just like has the motivation and has the know-how and does it so much that just it ends up being her job.
Yeah. Now, how many of the mods that you work with have you met in person up to this point?
Ooh, I know a lot of mods. I've met.
Mhm.
We mod together for Ryan.
Yep.
Did Dan ever mod you?
No.
Not yet.
You're like, oh yeah.
I'm sure it's coming. And then I've met Panda, and Pencils. We don't actually mod together, but he's a huge mod
Yeah,
from a bunch of other.
Pencils. What a troll that guy.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
We don't
I
all
hear he's a
mod.
sweetheart
Pencils is always
IRL.
up to no good.
But he's like the biggest troll on Twitch, though. But
Yeah.
we love Pencils.
In terms of other people that I've met in person, it's kind of actually not quite a gray area, but it's hard for me to remember because so many of them I've talked with on over a Discord call so much that I don't honestly remember if I've met them in person or not. I think it is mostly Panda and Lexi I met in person.
Oh,
Yeah. Is she here? Is she coming to this?
Is Lexi coming?
I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows? Chat, tell us, is
Find out
Lexi coming? You should know, right? Come
Right?
on.
And Jade and I mod for Subby together.
Yep.
I've met her in person, and Subby obviously. He's a Dan mod too. We're all just like connected together.
So, okay, burning question. Who did you meet between the two first? Did you meet Subby first and then Jade, or was it the other way around?
That's a good question because it was about 10 minutes of difference. I met Subby
really?
first, and then Jade walked over. So
Okay.
it was at last TwitchCon. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then
I think I met all three of you at the same time.
Yeah.
No,
I've seen
not
Jade
true.
in person.
Subby I met like a month earlier. That's right.
Oh.
That's right.
Huh.
His
At
name-
JevCon.
JevCon, yeah.
I need to go to that.
It's great.
I told
It's
Evelyn
really-
that was
You're all well, Justin and Evelyn told the convention too. Once.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember, or at least Daddy Fuck I told me.
Yeah.
I saw it. Yeah.
Come join us for the next one. It'll be really great. It's
Oh.
up in Seattle, so it's really fun.
Evelyn was DMing me last night because she guested on Slat's stream, and she's like, I don't know how this works. What does he want me for? And I'm like, okay, here's how it's gonna go. And then we talked some more, and I was like, I just need to come to JevCon. I need to come hang out and sing with you guys. It just needs
It's
to happen.
amazing.
She's they're both incredible musicians and singers. Yeah.
I don't think you really realize how awesome they are until you do meet them in person. It's like, oh my gosh, they're just as cool in person, and it's.
Well, seeing her on not stream but like on camera talking to Ryan, like that felt a lot different. But yeah, she's an incredible person.
Absolutely.
I can't wait.
And I also can't wait. Arcade Chris, welcome in. I can't wait to meet you really soon. We're gonna have you on with us for the IRL karaoke coming up in a few couple of days. Arcade Chris, give our friend Arcade Chris a follow. Like, shout out to. Oh, Braddington, we have a Pump It Up redeem. Let's do it.
Hey.
Yeah! Pump it up! Let's go!
Raising this conference room.
But if you raise these panels, they'll just pop.
Yeah, they'll pop out.
Oh, we haven't. They can't see that. Like.
Yeah, it's a legit conference room, y'all.
I might mess it up. I'm
Oh jeez, oh jeez.
Okay. Can you see it? Can you see?
Yeah, just
they're
enough.
the
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just a regular like suspended ceiling.
Yeah. I think everybody's familiar with those panels. They just pop right off, or they get moldy, or
Yeah.
water
You can replace
stains.
one at a time, which is nice.
Yeah, that is nice. That's really nice.
Acoustic paneling.
Yeah.
You know,
which pairs really nicely with the completely not acoustic.
Yeah, exactly.
In the back
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, Rothgar, and I have an explanation for that. Rothgar says, when you were talking about being blue, I noticed you disabled that. Because I forgot to breathe. So sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm not sorry. I won't be. No, it's not happening. No. I'm the type. Like, I've actually talked streamers out of doing Bean Boozled and like spicy challenges and stuff like that on their stream because it's the self-harm doesn't feel worth it. Like,
yeah, 100%.
I mean, some people love it, but
I mean, I guess I have to love it on some level if I keep
Exactly.
I like the pain, so don't judge me. Don't judge me, y'all.
And Dan with his onesies.
Yeah.
He's grumbling the whole time.
Yeah.
No, he's gleefully changing into it.
Oh, George, we gotta get the story of how you met Dan.
Yeah, so I was talking to Davey in the car earlier, and I discovered that he doesn't know who Markiplier is, but I'm hoping most of chat does. Markiplier, the big YouTuber that does Let's Plays and horror games, and he's making a movie right now, which is incredible.
Oh, wow.
He went on tour in 2018 with a bunch of his friends, the improv, it was like a Who's Line, but on stage, like a comedy show. They went on tour, and they needed music for that, so they hired this random improv music piano guy named Dan.
Wow.
And Dan met those people for the tour and went on tour with them. And then he's like, wow, what is all this content creation stuff? I should get into this. So he made a handle on every platform that they suggested to him, which was like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Twitch and YouTube and all the stuff. He made all the handles and sat on them and didn't do anything with them. And he did a couple of like videos behind the scenes from the tour and stuff like that. Those got a lot of hits. And because I was a rabid fangirl at the time, I was watching all of them. Everything that I could find, because I couldn't go to the show. I was like really sad that I couldn't make it to any of the You're Welcome tour. So I just watched all the YouTubes, and I was like, I'm just going to follow this Dan guy. And then one day in a video, Mark was talking about Twitch. And I was like, interactive, you say? Let me go check that out. So I went to Twitch and I followed him and everybody that I knew of from the You're Welcome tour and other like content creators, Jacksepticeye and all that stuff. And then, so I followed all those people, and then most of them weren't online. So I was like, okay. And then I went to the front page. I was like, it's legit. I went to the front page and I like find someone to watch. And it was an incredible art streamer named Beth. She's actually got a table at Artie Sally's Day this weekend, so that's good. I'm going to see her in person for the second time because I met her last year. But getting back to Dan, I go on tangents. It's bad. So I'm sitting there one day watching a streamer that I met through a friend of a friend of a friend of Beth's. You know how Twitch is, how it goes. And they went offline and didn't raid anyone, which is the weirdest thing in the world. But then I looked down. There's this handle, musiciscode. Isn't that Dan guy from the Markiplier tour from a couple of years ago?
Wow.
He's streaming? That's so weird. I clicked it and I said, oh, hello. And I popped my follow age and nothing happened because he didn't have any bots and he didn't have any mods. And there was no one in chat. I was the only one in chat. He had started stream for the first time 5 minutes before I popped in.
Whoa.
I was his first chatter on his first stream.
Did it look as like jazzy and
Yeah, I guess not. No.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. Most folks don't start
No.
like that. Please,
And he's like,
no.
wait. And he's looking at me like, he says, wait, does that mean you can hear what I'm saying and you're responding to me?
Wait, is this thing on? Oh, gosh.
He's like,
Oh,
what is exclamation point follow age? What does that mean? So I got to teach him all kinds of things.
Oh.
And I was like, you probably don't remember when PogChamp was a guy's face. But there's some culture that we need to catch you up on in terms of like getting into Twitch. So I was his only, and first and only, I invited a few of my like IRL friends, other people that I knew from other places in Twitch. I was like, you got to check out this music streamer. He's really cool. He's gonna be good at it. He's gonna go places, and you need to come check it out. So I had a few people in there that eventually most of them became mods for a while. And once he learned what a mod was, it was really cool just to be like that in that kind of setting, helping out when I can. I am so honored that he trusted me to like give him good help and good answers, and that I had his best interest in mind. And it was a really cool partnership that we had for a long time, and it was a little over a year where I missed 0 seconds. I was in every single stream that he did 3 days a week for the first year that he was streaming. The 5 minutes that he started streaming before I knew that he was online was the only time that I wasn't there for it for the whole first year. And it was really cool. He a couple of weeks after he started, he got raided by Wade, Lord Minion 777, one of Markiplier's friends. He had about 600 in chat at the time.
Oh, wow.
So me, a couple of friends, no mods, no bots still.
Yeah.
And 600 chatters.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to mod by talking to people. Maybe they'll see that I have that capacity and listen to me and things like that. And everyone was really chill about it. Like, Wade's community is incredible. And then I DM'd Dan for the first time ever after that. I was like, you did a great job today. This is like evidence of, how good it's going to be and how great you're going to do at it. And he's like, cool, do you want a mod for me? I was like, yep.
Yes.
Yep.
That's amazing. What lore.
And the rest is history.
Absolutely. And now you watch Dan's channel, and it's like watching a movie. Like every time I put that on.
Yeah, he does such incredible work all the time, on and off stream, just like making improvements, adding new cameras, changing cameras, and tweaking the production, and making his scenes absolutely immaculate. I'm in awe all the time, and it's really cool to be able to say that I, at least a little bit, had a hand in helping him get started.
Absolutely. That's really awesome work that you do.
Yeah.
Continue to do over there. Thanks, Joy, for that.
It's a long story. It's very self-indulgent. Thanks for letting me share.
Absolutely. Let's catch up on chat. So Arcade Chris says, I can't wait to go over the ROI for the Q3 projects.
Oh, yeah.
You do need to do that at some point, don't we? Yeah, should probably get to that.
Q3. When is our fiscal year again?
It's around the corner. Brett says that's conference room energy right there. Absolutely. So let's see. You can keep going. King says, it's the conference room, sure, but how's the coffee? Well, it's very, very... very off. It's very perfect. It's
It's very perfect.
Most most office environments have a coffee pot that's just it gets the job done, and it's particularly true in places in public service. So I feel like it's consistent with that brand, King.
I'm just gonna say we're in different offices, right? We're all here for the all hands meeting. For the quarterly report. But yeah, we've actually moved to single serve coffee pods at our location, and it just empowers the user to really select their own path. And we've also noticed a reduced waste from not having to clean that coffee pot at the end of the day. So, but yeah. We are a little concerned about the sustainability factor, though. Those coffee pods do add up, so yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
What do you have a particular model? There's a lot there.
This is also very, very similar to an actual meeting with a boss. Just like everyone's trying not to crack up about how bullshit that was.
Like secretly texting under the table. Are you really? Okay.
Does he really have that much spinach stuck in his teeth?
Yeah. like, wait. Hold on.
Amazing. All right, so it's now time for all of you in the chat to ask questions, and then the way you do it, this is what we normally would call random questions on the. Oh, not that. What happened there? I was supposed to go over here. Okay, let's try that again. This time, the random questions works like this. So you can use exclamation point question followed by the question itself to ask a question. Just like that. And first come, first serve, as we always do. You can see the enthusiasm in these two people in asking questions and getting them answered.
Two?
It's just, well, all of us, really.
Yeah. I was like 2 on the screen.
Oh,
I
see. Yes. Okay, sorry. I need to pay attention to the slides.
But
scene changes happening behind the scenes here.
Yeah. So yes, get those questions in, everybody. We'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions about the Twitch experience, about TwitchCon, anything like that, we'd love to. Mark Ricane, it's so good to see you, by the way. Nice to see you. Welcome in. Arcade Chris is Tros. Ooh, Rothgar, great question. I think Rothgar had another comment. Oh yeah, the JeffCon comment. Yeah, it was really fun, Rothgar. Yeah, for sure. So let's get back to our group. And yeah, these questions can go to all of us. So first question, from Rothgar Aurora, what is the best in-flight snack food?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's an interesting question.
Not donuts, because that would get messy. But.
Yeah. Maybe chips. So flights are weird because you're up in a different elevation and you brain feels weird and the pressure differences, stuff like that. So I don't usually like chips, but I think I would probably on a plane, or pretzels, something dry and that won't fill you up too much, but to chew on. Mm-hmm. I like honestly just water.
Yeah.
All the time. Every day.
Hydrate or dihydrate, everybody. Especially when you're up traveling. So.
H20, chug it.
Yo. Yeah. Definitely a big fan of staying hydrated at all times. So usually I'm multiple water bottles and Bert already knows this. He saw me at lunch. I asked the waitress for multiple glasses of water. But
just leave the pitcher.
Yeah. I'm a fan though of a little chocolatey, tasty treat for a flight. Sometimes you just need a little something. Your day has been going a little hard. You're running to try to make your flight, right? As we were talking about earlier. And sometimes you just need a little nibble, a little treat to really be like, you did it. Now you can just relax in your seat and enjoy that intense chocolatey flavor of whatever candy thing that you purchased for yourself. So
today, the flight, the first early morning one, they handed out little packets of graham crackers.
Ooh. I fly Southwest because I'm that girly. But they have not given me little graham crackers. They always go for pretzels.
Oh my gosh. I really like pretzels so much.
So, yeah, a little lackluster. Maybe it's different out here in California.
California?
I don't know. I feel like you're lucky because I didn't get any of that.
Oh!
Just drinks on my flight.
What? They always... Oh, you got shortchanged, friend. You contact corporate over that. At them on Twitter. X. It's Twitter.
It's Twitter. It'll be Twitter.
It's always be Twitter.
Yeah, but I think I'll go with Joy on this one, where I like some salty snacks, fatty, carby snacks.
Yeah.
Chips.
So
Yep.
Chips are very dependable. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I think I would go with I do like pretzels, like the ones that Southwest makes, but generally probably would go. Peanuts are actually pretty effective. I like peanuts.
Yeah, it's too bad they don't do that anymore.
I know. I miss peanuts. I know why. It's completely understandable why, but.
But please don't kill anybody on your flight.
Yeah, right.
Please
Precisely. Yeah. So, a really good question though. Thank you very much for the question.
Thank you for that question.
We hope you've enjoyed flying United Airlines.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Well, let's get to our next question, which it's from Pinecone. How many TwitchCons have you each attended?
Ooh.
Well, this will be my second one.
Okay.
I attend a lot of other cons. I went to MagFest. I've been to PAX a couple of times. I've been to Pentacon a couple of times, which is a convention run by and for mega fans of pentatonics.
Oh!
It's like the nerdiest thing you can think of.
I love that though.
Yeah,
I love that.
it was really cool, and that was the first con ever that I went to, and it was just a really cool way to like an introduction into the world of everyone being in a singular place with a singular like tastes and mindsets, and they're all from the same community for a single purpose, really, and that is to like connect and celebrate. So it was like I just got addicted to cons because of that, and especially MagFest, but I don't think I'm gonna miss another TwitchCon either.
That's one I want to try sometime soon. MagFest
MagFest?
sounds really good.
It's my favorite.
Yeah. A lot going on there. Pretty good stuff. Cashmere.
Yeah, so y'all might be surprised. This is my first TwitchCon experience as well as first convention experience at all.
Oh my!
Wow.
That's big. Wow.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I travel a lot for work-related things, for whatever. Boring, right? But I'm so excited to do like an actual convention around fun hobby things. So I'm going to be relying on you all to also help me navigate this experience
You've
over
got
the
the
next few
basics down.
days.
You've got the basics, you've got the coffee,
I've
you've got the water.
Yep.
Water.
And a charger for your
And
phone.
a charger, everybody. Keep those phones charged.
doing
Yeah,
better than
get those
me.
bad-
Safe.
Better than me, I'm at 16%.
Absolutely.
I also have sunscreen in my bag that you cannot see as well because I burn so very easily.
That'll be perfect
so-
for the Kappa Cabana.
Yeah,
Really
like
gets
here it's
outside,
outside.
Yeah.
Why? It's Las Vegas. It's 95 degrees.
right? Maybe it'll
What
be in
are
the
they
shade this
doing?
year.
I know.
It was not in the shade last year.
Well, it depends. There was a little bit if you're in the back, but
Right.
you had to be in the back.
Yeah.
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 I got such a
Yeah.
sunburn on Sunday
Me
last
too.
year.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wild.
We'll see. So it's
Yeah. Everybody's ready for SPF. SPF.
Yeah.
King's phone chargers today's SPF. Absolutely king.
Streamer protection formula.
Rothgar says, "Don't forget to eat regularly, not snake meals." That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I like snakes though. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
they
my
have
thing.
digestive systems that can handle eating once every 2 weeks or something. Like
Yeah.
humans aren't built for that.
Yeah.
Ryan, hi.
Ryan's
Hello.
like, oh.
What's up?
Everybody's like
Ryan,
looking at their phone now.
Yeah,
like,
Ryan,
hi.
sorry you missed the meeting, but I'll make sure to send you an email, a summary of the meeting once we're over.
Yes. Well, didn't you know with Zoom AI, you can get an
Oh.
automated summary of your meetings now. Hashtag not sponsored.
Zoom did a really good job of just taking over the world during
I
quarantine.
think, yeah, they did.
Yeah,
They did.
Absolutely. By the way, Ryan, congratulations on 3 years on Twitch. Let's give it up for Ryan.
What an amazing! Wasn't that a great stream
It was
yesterday?
such a good
He did
stream.
such a good job. The stories, the little clipaways, and even with having a pigeon steal his keyboard
Twice.
twice.
Really?
The audacity.
The pidgedacity.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And Ryan, thank you so much for inviting me to be part of that too. I appreciate you. Like, sorry my hotel Wi-Fi was so bad though. Like that was kind of, but we worked through it. And yeah, it was a fun stream. Nicely done. Let's see, where were we at? Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
wait. I didn't go yet.
yes.
So it would be my
yes.
second TwitchCon.
Okay.
And it is.
I thought we were talking for everything.
I'm always.
But it is also my only convention as well, like Kashmir.
I know. We're little convention newbies.
Well, it's probably that's more normal than me, the old lady. So.
We respect a veteran for your service.
Wow.
Okay, writing that down. Let me just start documenting.
Oh geez. This performance improvement plan is really getting out of control.
Oh goodness. Yeah, Ryan's right. New Yorkers don't like pigeons.
And that's really sad. Because pigeons used to be domesticated.
Yeah.
They literally were raised by people. Imagine if we let all of the house cats out into the world, they wouldn't know what to do with themselves. That's what happened with pigeons, and that's why they hang out in urban areas, and they don't know how to bird anymore because
They're
we
just like,
basically,
like,
they were
what are we doing
domesticated.
out here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now they're just treated like trash. It's really sad.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up, right? Yeah. Let's see. I remember hearing they were brought to New York as food.
Well, that's a type of domestication too. I mean, chickens and.
I guess that's true, huh? Yeah. Definitely the chickens. Let's see. Any other comments in the chat we should
There
go
were
to?
some more questions.
Lots of questions. Thank you, everybody, for sending them in. Oh, I didn't answer the question. This would be my second TwitchCon as well. I've been to one before last year. So Joy was there, so that's how I met Joy in person for the first time. So.
You look like a con pro the first time I met you, so you're doing great.
I've been to other conventions too, so I did go to WonderCon at least once, maybe twice.
Ooh.
What's that one?
It's like Comic-Con's little sister.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a smaller Comic-Con.
Gotcha.
Actually better, because it's not as crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have any of you been to Comic-Con? Like,
I've driven past the convention center during Comic-Con.
I haven't
and
been
was
to...
shooketh, and I was like, wow,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
seems pretty intense. But it was cool seeing like all the costumes go by from all the cosplayers. So who knows?
Yeah, I've always wanted to get into cosplay, but it's just so much work. It's incredible the work they put into those.
Yeah.
I've been to some Comic-Cons, but not San Diego Comic-Con. I went to one in Bangor, Maine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
It seems like a nothing thing, but they had a lot of original Power Rangers actors. I think 4 of them were there.
Oh wow.
And
Whoa!
yeah,
That's like almost all of them.
Almost- exactly.
Like really? Yeah, that's pretty
And
good
they
coverage.
had the guy who played Lando was there. And
Billy D. Williams.
yes.
Wow.
Got it.
Good recall. Look at
Okay.
that. That's why she's the team
I
leader
know.
here in this.
Yeah.
And then they had Gigi Edgley was there. Okay.
Sorry. I was going for it, and then I was like, no.
Have
sorry.
you ever seen Farscape?
Yes.
With the Muppets?
Yes.
And she's the very skinny kind of little girl one with the gray skin.
Oh.
She's actually a streamer. She
What?
rated Tyler Scheid once when I was modding for him,
Really?
and I'm like, Tyler, do you not understand who this is right now?
Yeah, you're like, you should be freaking out. I'm freaking out.
She
And-
rated with like 30 something, so obviously that's kind of not in
Yeah.
balance with like the fact that she's a TV star.
Right.
But I was definitely yelling at him from behind my mod screen. This is a.
Yep.
I think that's a good tangential question, but let me first catch up on the chat a
Yeah.
little bit. Ryan Slacko says, I love to cosplay. I'd have to learn how to sew first for starters. Yeah, that's
It's exactly my problem too.
for sure. One of my favorite things I saw at a Comic-Con was like somebody doing like a complete replica of R2-D2, like was they even doing the beeps and the boops? It was like
Oh,
rolling
wow.
around.
Yeah.
It was so good. I'm like, how did you do that? Like I can't even.
Yeah.
Was it a robot or were they like inside?
I
Like
think it's a
driving?
robot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were just the thing with R2-D2 was full size. It was like, it almost like wondered if Lucasfilm sent that. Like it was so good. Like it was really good stuff.
There are some really just like talented makers
Yeah.
that like show up at these things, and
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always like browsing the social media when these things are happening. I'm like, oh, that looks so cool. That looks so fun. I'm like, I could totally do that in a weekend, right? Like, just learn how to like put all these things together, because that's the type of confidence that I have in myself.
Adam.
The ADHD confidence, and then I'll like get through and like halfway
Yeah.
to something and be like, oh,
That's
no.
It wasn't a con, it was more like a festival. There was like a bunch of makers and crafters and stuff, and one of them was like self-referential and like meta crafting with like bumper stickers and wood plaques and stuff, and they were like, yes, I made this. Or like, and one of the one I remember the most, and the reason I bring it up is because one of them said, I know you could, but when?
That's brilliant.
I feel so seen and attacked at the same time. But we love it. We love it.
Love it.
So.
Pinecone, thank you very much for your question. My tangent was basically who is the most famous person you can think of that's been on Twitch. But it's not that interesting a question because a
No.
lot of famous people are on Twitch.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, other than ones that you have like personal connections
Right,
to.
right. Because it's like, yeah, I mean,
T-Pain? Sorry.
I think that's
Same.
the one, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
T-Pain.
Post Malone, actually.
Malone.
A guy that I mod for was a production assistant on Post Malone's charity stream like about a year ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the best I got.
Yeah,
That
I
and
think-
having a picture with Gigi Edgley.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Herman Lee from Dragon Force is often on Twitch.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
I know of the
Guitar shredding.
super producer Mike Shinoda has been on Twitch for a good amount of time. Does like production streams. So.
Yeah, and I think during like lockdown and stuff, it was great to see some of the artists like I follow like also be streaming like music production and stuff on
Yeah.
Twitch, which was really cool. But then they also were finding people were like stealing their ideas during music production, which isn't cool. So they're like, okay, we'll do track breakdowns after we actually, produce and publish these songs now. So
One of the gals
Yeah.
from Citizen Queen is a streamer now too. Nina something. I don't remember her last name, but I went into a couple of the streams that I'm not a production nerd, so I just wasn't into it. But it was really cool to see that, she was also getting into Twitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is nice to see that people express themselves creatively through these outlets.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. There are different sides of them. They're
Right.
often like famous sports athletes are on too, and what they're doing is they're usually gaming. But,
Yeah.
like Fortnite
Playing
or
Madden or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've been watching. I'm a big fan of Magic Sword, which is a synthwave trio, but they're also in costume and stuff, and they remain in costume when they're streaming on Twitch. And
That's
so, yeah,
impressive.
it's pretty cool. So some of them will be gaming and just chatting. Others will be working on music production, and so it's like a vibe and jam. So
Yeah.
Magic Sword, check them out. It's fun times.
And then there was that time that Brendan Urie used to stream. Brendan Urie used to do live streams on Twitch, he would do Fortnite and game with a bunch of friends and stuff.
That's cool.
He had a
Oh,
subscribers only chat. So you had to be a subscriber to say anything.
That probably
It
kind of makes sense.
It
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah. Because he's a big. I imagine he's a big deal. So yeah.
I think there's another question in the bot.
There are actually a couple.
Good.
So Pinecone, thank you for your question. Let's go to the next one, which is from Chipperdoodle in PA. For any of you, what is the most memorable Twitch-related experience? What is your most memorable Twitch-related experience?
Twitch-related experience. Related. So not on Twitch?
Not necessarily on Twitch, because it could also be TwitchCon or events that had people on from Twitch on it. I have a few. There's some really memorable experiences, But Joelle, let's start with you.
I don't have anything. You should start with you because you have
Yeah.
something.
Well, we talked about one of them already. With the sidewalk night.
Yeah.
That was really memorable.
Yeah.
That was just
Okay, now I
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember Matt Walden had a concert in March before the year in March before TwitchCon, the same year but before, and that was kind of amazing because it was almost like TwitchCon in LA. We had so many people from.
Oh, you were at the LA one.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That was an incredible night. It was so many people that I knew from the platform were there.
I was like, hang on, did you come to New York and I didn't meet you yet?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because Pencils was at that one.
Oh, okay, yeah. Matt's concerts have been just crushing it everywhere. He does.
He's about to go on tour again.
Let's
Very
go.
excited.
Let's go. Yeah. But yeah, that's one. And JumpCon was amazing. That was really, really fun. I hope you all can be part of the next one. It was really great. So those are the ones that come off the top of my head on Twitch. I mean, the karaoke streams automatically are just the most enjoyed. You've had the privilege of being part of that.
Oh my goodness.
It's been so fun. I can't believe how much hype it gets every time we do it. You're just saying, oh, maybe this one will be a little bit less. No, it's always such a fun time. So, and we have another one coming up on Saturday, everybody. It's gonna be great. Isn't it gonna be kind of wild to do that in person?
Yeah. Because I finally get to actually do a duet or
Yes.
harmonize with random people.
Yeah, it's no delay. We're here
Yeah, yeah.
We could do photograph again just to redeem it.
I was thinking that we could do, and it would actually sound good. It would be or I should say in sync. Actual group songs. I'm kind of looking. It's gonna be wild. Yeah.
Maybe I'll teach a barbershop tag and we won't even need the karaoke set.
Oh, there you go. Acapella only.
That's amazing. Cashmere, any experiences that jump out to you?
Yeah, well, getting to meet lovely friends and people.
Thank you.
So this is now up there. But yeah, I just it almost this Twitch community experience brings me a lot at times back into my youth as a young person on the internet finding various communities. Remember IRC, everybody?
Oh my god.
I do remember
hanging out or AOL chats and things. Not to date myself as an old person.
Did you ever see bash.org?
No.
It's it was a collection of IRC quotes and memorable moments that happened on IRC and the big channels with all the people.
Really?
Yeah. I was just thinking about that the other day because I actually follow one of the people on Twitter now. I follow him. He was one of the ones that was on there so
Oh
often.
my gosh.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. I was like, IRC, that's the thing that sticks out to me about that.
It's just it brings me back to a time though where I was a younger gamer and getting connected with people who ended up being in my clan. Remember clans, everybody? Remember gaming clans?
They're still around.
Yeah.
They're still around, but
Call it
it's
guilds
different.
now.
It's different nowadays. Nowadays with all the esports and things, but yeah, I just remember that. It was so great getting to connect with people who shared your same interests, where where you were growing up, maybe that wasn't the case as much, right?
Yeah.
And getting to connect with people on this shared thing, and then you get to like make those budding friendships by getting to know them better as well as people. But gotten to meet a lot of good friends. Like I've gotten to meet Chris and Jen and my dear friend Ume, like who I met at TwitchCon last year, who now lives in San Diego, and like we hang out on the regular.
That's
so
cool.
yeah. And also my dear friends who are here in the city now and are gonna be playing tonight. The Database are going to be playing, not tonight, they're playing tomorrow. At the TwitchCon party, and to see them blow up has been amazing and wonderful. But like some of my best memories of like this experience on Twitch has been they had a May the 4th Star Wars disco celebration in person at a club in LA this year, and we had a friend from Twitch fly out from Germany, Evil Zone, who's been big on the synthwave like DJ and music community on Twitch, which is a whole thing too if you're not already plugged into that. And another friend, Twitchy Big Al, came out from North Carolina, and so we had like the best weekend and got to be on their stream on that Saturday night after the show, and just like got to hang out. And then like a month and a half ago now, another friend, DJ Tower, who's also on Twitch, organized a full synthwave festival and brought people together, and we got to all connect and hang out in Denver. So it's just really wonderful to see like people coming together around hobbies and things that you love and enjoy. And
Definitely.
oftentimes people are like as cool as they are in chat and like hanging out. So, you know, it's been really lovely, and I just feel very blessed and thankful for the connections that I've made through this platform.
Absolutely. It's really heartwarming to hear these great connections taking place. Great concerts, too.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Really cool. Yeah. Mike V says, AOL chats, yes. Yeah. Hey, let's go.
We remember. People of a certain age and remember.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like
Early
out
days.
your age without outing your age.
Right.
I know. Yeah.
When I started working, we used A.
Whoa.
Maybe I'm not an old lady. Oh.
Ryan says, ever been surprised by what someone is IRL versus online? That's a great question,
That's a
Ryan.
good question.
Great question.
Yeah, I'm so curious. Yeah,
Right?
looking at you.
Oh.
I don't know.
Chip, thank you for your earlier question, by the way. Chip Doodle with that earlier question.
I have been surprised by someone's in-person versus online persona, but it wasn't a Twitch person. And it was so long ago that I barely remember anything about them. But I do remember it was like complete shock between one and the other. It was so I know that it can happen, but a lot of the times that's the thing about Twitch is like you get used to understanding who people are based on how they chat.
Yeah.
And what they do in chat and how they stream, stuff like that. And in terms of streamers, it's a lot harder to be surprised about someone when they're on camera and you watch them for hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that might be surprising is maybe how if they cuss more on off camera than on.
Yes.
Or the opposite.
They was talking about me in the car earlier.
Why? Are we a little spicy? Are we keeping it demure for this stream?
I mean, usually I'm a mod. I have a pretty good filter. But sometimes it just comes off.
You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, and Ryan, I do agree with that. Like Ryan says, true, but sometimes streamers have a stream voice, stream face. I do see that. Sometimes people like put the camera in very specific positions so that it's like, you know, things like that. But
Angles.
What do you mean? We have a stream voice, Ryan. I have no idea what you could be talking about at this moment. So.
And I think what I tend to see is that as you meet them, it's actually they can be really, really fun. Like even more fun than you have imagined when they were on stream, because they can kind of let loose and talk about things that maybe they wouldn't get into, not necessarily because like they don't want to, but just that you just don't get to that. But it's always interesting. Like let me give you an example. Like meeting Subtracticat the first time at JumpCon, I had no idea he was even a sports fan, and the degree to which he loves Buffalo sports is kind of amazing.
You're like,
And it's just something I never would have figured out until I met him in person. So that's just one idea, like how you can meet people and get to know different sides of them.
Yeah.
well, that's true. Like, we were just talking at lunch. You're like, wait, what actually do you do? And I'm like, I keep it on the DL a little bit for stream and just like safety purposes and things like that. But it's like once you get to meet in person, right? It's a little bit of a different rapport and things. So,
Yeah.
So there's some of that as well. Not to say it's like complete code switching or whatever, but I don't know. Like as a femme person on the internet for a while now, I think there's also just some like intersectionality considerations sometimes when divulging certain information too. And I also noticed maybe like almost a generational difference too in how folks have interfaced with online communities and sharing parts of themselves. Not to say it's like not inauthentic, but there's just a level of difference in comfort, I think, too, that can happen.
I think so. I mean, but to circle back to the earlier point, I do also agree that when it's this kind of a show, when it's this kind of a platform, there's a big difference between like people who are on YouTube who do videos. I see differences between that because they're really trying to form an image of themselves or an image of what their content is. It's very, very polished.
Right.
And there's a lot of editing and there's a lot of takes. Twitch streaming is a lot more authentic to who somebody actually is.
It's true. Yeah.
And even if it's different, like Matt and Dan even in person, they're different off stream, but it's not something that surprised me. It just feels like they're more relaxed and less polished, and just kind of going about their day. So it was a different personality kind of, or at least a different demeanor, a different tone, that kind of thing. They were on a different vibe, but it wasn't surprising.
That's pretty cool.
That reminds me, so I was surprised a little bit with Dan last year during if you remember Rob Kovac's performance.
Oh, and he was like
really
on
cheering.
he was on the ground with his arms.
I was
yelling
going to
up
say the
top
same thing.
I was like, who is that?
He is so energetic out behind the scenes. Like
he can be, He does a really good job being energetic when he feels like it's a good choice for him to do that. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
In terms of memorable Twitch experiences, I do have one that I remembered now, and that is a Matt Walden concert. Actually, it was in New York at the Bitter End. It was a triple header with an opener also, so there were 4 different acts. This very young, like local opener, and then it was Matt, and then Anel, and then Raquel, all playing one at a time. And each of the shows were like 45 minutes to an hour. They each had a 2-drink minimum. I did not realize.
Oh my gosh!
So I had her bring me 5 waters.
Hey,
there you go.
There you go.
Hydrate.
But what was cool about that is that the Bitter End actually had a projection screen up above behind the performers, and they put chat up.
Oh I do recall this. That's pretty good.
It was so cool because like that was on stream, like the chat was on stream, and then the people in the audience could also see chat, like the ones that weren't watching the stream too. So they could see people from all over the country, all over the world reacting to the concert and seeing, like, the camera had our heads in it. So, like, the crowd was showing up and stuff like that. What else was interesting about, well, not interesting, very, very memorable about that is that I actually brought a bunch of yellow roses, like fake flower yellow roses, and handed them out to people in the audience. And it was cool because it's one of his songs, The Yellow Rose. And so I saw strangers just with one of them had a yellow rose wired to his baseball cap walking out of the venue, and I was like, that was really cool that people got into it, and apparently his agent really liked that too, seeing that kind of audience participation or whatever. But we handed them out and then unveiled them while he was playing Yellow Rose. That was really cool.
That's
very
really
clever.
sweet.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So that was really memorable. Like, hey, this is this person, and oh my gosh, I met a lot of Twitch friends that day too.
I think that's actually one of my highlights of TwitchCon last year is meeting the people behind the non-streamer people.
Yeah, the other chat.
I met PP last year. That was like a personal highlight for me. Like meeting PP was great. Pick up, put it down. Like he's one of the.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, "You're Brian. I love it. Oh, what's going on?" And then who was it? Like there's a lot of people like Currently Coin, so many people. Taylor fan, aka Trevor, was cool. Like I met him too. It was great. Let me just really quickly catch up on a couple little things. Ryan Slacko says, I met bass clarinets in person, was surprised by how chill he was, given how hype he can get on stream. Yeah, and I was just saying, I was also responding in the chat, like, I also felt the same when I talked to him for the first time. Like, Croissant, aka bass clarinet's very chill person in general. And I think what's interesting about Twitch, either being a Twitch chatter or being a Twitch streamer, is sometimes the moment can bring out hype in you. And then particularly when we're doing karaoke, like it really brings the star in everything. It's pretty cool. But I think it's great to see that everyone has their spotlight. You felt it, I felt it, we've all felt it on different levels. It's really, really cool to see. Rothgar says, good thing he played Yellow Rose. I would feel so put out if I had brought them and he just did not play that song.
Well, I helped him develop a set list, so I knew it was going to be on there.
Okay, that's good.
A little insider knowledge into this one.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, I mean, he has a Yellow Rose emote. Like it was pretty much good.
Okay.
Ryan says, yeah, they're jerks at better. Oh, this is referring to the earlier thing? Yeah. That's too bad. Better End would have to be like that.
The 2 drink minimum. Oh, that's where I met Ryan for the first time.
Oh, we met Ryan too.
Yeah, he didn't get to see Matt's set because he was gigging, but made it in for the Anel and the Raquel sets, and Raquel was a little bit annoyed that I was mostly talking to Ryan and not listening to her very much, but I was there for Matt in the first place, so. But then after that, Ryan took me to Smalls and showed me what he does, and I've been absolutely hooked ever since. It's a teeny tiny little, it's, in terms of reputation, it's gigantic, but it's actually a little hole-in-the-wall basement where people go in and you have to know someone or be carrying an instrument to get in. There's a huge cover charge. Ryan can talk more about this.
This is very Name of the Wind right now.
And
like,
so I was like, okay, so what's the cover and like how do we do it? And he just walked up and hugged the doorman and we went in. It was great.
Wow.
And then sat down and it was like the cramped little, like teeny tiny little chairs and they were all cramped and people were climbing over each other and screaming and hugging and whatever. And then I look over and Ryan's gone. He's up on the stage playing keys. Wow. It's just one of those places where you jump in and jam.
Knows your name.
Yeah.
Up here, it's your turn, friend.
Yeah, that was incredible. One of the,
awesome.
In terms of like memorable experiences from Twitch, that's probably the top of my list so far.
It did sound like a really great concert all in all. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you for sharing all of your experiences. It's really neat to see this come to fruition in IRL setting. Let's get to one more question, and it's from Azubi, who asks, after visiting TwitchCon, what? Oh, by the way, the previous question. Thank you so much. Shoot, I forgot what it was, but
Chip.
well, Ryan asked a question about the are people different in person,
Yeah.
and then I think But at any rate, Azubi has the latest question, which is after visiting TwitchCon, what have you learned from it? Besides meet and greet. So what have you learned from TwitchCon besides meet and greet?
I don't know. I'm the new
Right,
who hasn't even picked
Cashmere
up
might be recused
her
from this
badge
question.
yet,
Yeah.
so I'll sit this one out.
Okay.
I'm excited to learn.
Bird, what
I
did,
mean, I knew enough that I wanted to come back to the
I love it. Yeah, I love that.
I mean, definitely, a lot of it is just, of course, meeting people for the first time.
Yeah, yeah,
I met a lot of people at TwitchCon for the first time. And
yeah.
I wanted to make sure I come back again and meet more people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joy?
Something that I learned, it's like a do's and don'ts kind of thing, but don't expect too much from your schedule. Because if you plan too much in advance, there's something else you're going to miss. And it's better to kind of be flexible and understand that everyone's here with the same kind of wishes and expectations that they have for their own time. And it is only 3 days. So you got to, go with the flow, make the best of everything that you have, and that's where you'll really get those really incredible experiences and appreciate the people that are around you rather than going like, I wish I was at that party. Like, just just be chill with your time, even though it is it's 3 days once a year, but it's more important to enjoy what's in front of you and the people that like invite you to hang out to things rather than sitting in your room going, where should I go next?
Right.
So I think it's more important to just get out there and enjoy what's here. The first couple of cons that I went to, more PAX than TwitchCon, because that's where I did most of my learning, is I did that. I did the, like, we got to meet here at this time and there at that time, and someone, you know, canceled, or, like, I got ditched or whatever, and it's just like, don't do any of that. Just show up and enjoy and plan some things, but don't worry too much about schedule. It's something that I've learned about surviving a con like this.
That's great advice. Like, yeah, over planning can probably be a real, like can really work against you.
Right.
Yeah, and cause a lot of hurt feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think I've done decently with that. Most times I go to a convention. What have I learned? Well, let me think. It's how big it is. It's huge. TwitchCon is huge. Like, there's so much to do. And I think one thing I would like to try to do too is to try to diversify a little bit and see. And as Joy was saying, don't worry so much about missing things. Like, you know, it's okay. Because one other thing I will say is that a lot of times you may end up seeing some of the performers again in your town, or if you're on traveling or other things. So I think trying to make a specific, unless it's just someone that you've just never seen before, that's definitely a good reason to like make time for someone on stage. Yeah,
absolutely.
On that subject, like who's someone that you've not seen yet perform in real life that you would like to see, like someone you've really been interested to see perform in person?
That's a good question.
I still need to see RyanSlatko.
Ryan. I want to see. I've seen Ryan perform plenty of times as Scrooge McDuck in The Little Mermaid, or he wears the Woody costume a lot. But I would love to see a show like what he played at Fiction or at the Rockwood Music Hall a couple of years ago now. Just to like see him actually play his music, or even Don Palombi's Game Night. I saw them.
The Game Night, that sounds really good.
Yeah, I saw them play in Boston last month, but Ryan wasn't at that one. He had another gig that he was on tour that day, so he couldn't make it. Yeah, Ryan's a good shout on that one for sure.
Yeah, great call. Cashmere?
Yeah, I'm excited to see anyone perform at this point. So yeah, we were talking kind of beforehand around like, what's your experience at the switching interview? Like a lot of Cap and Cabana to check out a lot of people who I might have like seen or been rated into, and like get to kind of know their music a little bit more so. But I've been fortunate to like hang out with my DJ friends and see them perform live before, but I'm excited for the actual like the produced actual artist music artists like doing the live music with instruments and things as well too. So
that's pretty cool.
That'll be good. Yeah.
So you mentioned RyanSlatko, really good call, like really great. Any other people that come to mind that you might want to see that you haven't seen yet?
Well, I guess I'll get to see them soon at TwitchCon.
Hey.
I see. I want to see McDoodle and Piano.
Yeah.
Piano Ryan's going to be there.
Yeah.
Or I've seen Compliments last year as well, but I guess Compliments are back.
Yeah.
No penalty for that, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, they're awesome. Yeah, absolutely. So someone I've been really looking forward to seeing, just meeting, let alone like seeing them play, like Andy St. Louis, aka Andy the Frenchie. Really looking forward to that.
Oh, she heard it?
Yeah, she'll be doing she'll be one of the guests during the Compliments set actually. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think with Andrew Core, right?
Oh, it's with Andrew Core.
I think. Maybe Andrew
We
Andrew performing?
We can
I know
send him
Andrew's
a
on the list a few times.
Yeah.
So
Andrew was really great to meet in person.
Yeah.
Really fun guy.
he's very talented.
Oh,
extremely.
so talented. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it won't be as big a list because I've had like last year I met so many people. I saw so many people perform live. It was really cool. So that's one. Chamber Piano will be really great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's extraordinary.
Oh, yeah.
talented.
Wow.
Yeah. He's like one of the first performers actually this year. So I'm excited.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and I thought of another one I'd love to see play in person as Dan.
Yes.
That's a really good
Yes.
call. I've seen him perform a lot, but not actually in person. That's a really good
Yeah.
call.
Yeah.
And I saw him play for an improv comedy special at Knott's a couple of years ago, but that's not the same as like a
Yeah.
Capacabana something
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like so that's what I want to see.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
would
good-
love to see Rob. I haven't seen him perform live.
What?
I know,
Wow.
because I was outside of TwitchCon
Oh.
last
Oh,
year,
yeah.
so I saw the recording, saw part of it live streamed.
I felt so bad that jumping into the live stream. I keep thinking about that. I've been thinking about that for like a year. You were streaming on Rob's channel. You were holding the phone. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And I was like, I was so good, and I just went and tapped him. Dan was interviewing him or something, and I was just like, I had no idea. I was like, oh hi, there's a stream happening. Okay, bye.
It was a good
It's like,
no,
dun,
it was
dun,
a
dun, dun.
Peace.
That might be happening a lot.
Yeah.
This time. We'll see.
Yeah, Ryan says that was a beautiful night. I think that was the one you were talking about. That does sound great. It's so New York too. That experience you mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just screams New York City. Like it's really amazing. Ryan says, and Woody, and Sebastian, and Don Palombi's another one I really want to see.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Don Palombi
No,
play live?
I'm very excited about that.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
His
Absolutely.
his band is amazing. Just like the energy that they have, and he has a lot of like A-game people that always come, but he has a lot of other collaborators that come just once or to one show or the other.
Yeah.
Dave Pollock is incredible. He plays a
Yeah.
lot with Slam Bob. Sam Babinski, he's a bass guitarist, and it's a really fun time. The original music, but it's VGM inspired. Like
Yeah.
it could be a video game music, but it's just like originals that he wrote.
Yeah.
I love that.
And
Don a
it's
lot.
never a bad time to plug Game Night 1. Now I heard there's going to be a Game Night 2. I'm like, yeah, let's go. That's great. I mean,
No redeem even. We're just gonna raise
We're just
it.
And Dom will be at TwitchCon, but he's not performing there. But,
Yeah,
but
he'll
it
be
would
here.
have been
yeah.
No.
But
He's
just say hi.
Yes.
Just,
Yeah.
pick his brain on
Fist bump, fist bump. Lots of fist bumping going
lots
on.
of fist pumping.
So.
Mega fist pumping. Yeah, thank you, Chip, for pumping it up with us. It's a little.
Hey!
Thank you, Chip. So, Joy, if you were to stream, what would you stream?
Barbershop.
That's
That
Yeah.
was fast, y'all. There's been some planning over here.
Oh, all I need is the 3 gals to sing with me. Like
Yeah.
I've literally like once I decide like I have a bass singer and a lead singer lined up. We just need to find a harmony part because I'm the one that sings the super high notes harmonies. And then we need to decide where to get a room. It'll probably look like a room like this, but one that's locked and I can keep the stuff in it and have a song list. It would probably be significantly shorter than most music streamers' song lists because 4-part harmony is a lot harder to, and you can't just like improvise it.
right.
Or read sheet music and
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
something like there's no live learns on Barbershop stream, but
Yep.
that's the plan.
Cool.
It's halfway between dream and plan. It's in that step between
Uh-huh.
where it's probably going to happen. But in terms of like just I've also thought about just like talking and turning on a stream for myself and doing like
It's a great call.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even just listening to acapella, contemporary acapella radio,
Mhm.
it's all cleared for use,
Mhm.
so I could listen to it on stream and point out what I love about it or like the interesting things about acapella and the people that sing in it, collegiate versus contemporary versus professional, and I'm gigantic acapella nerd. Sorry, but.
I think that was a sorry, not sorry moment
Well,
right
it
now.
was more of a like if you're into that, fine, but most people
Yeah.
aren't, and that's also fine.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
it would be really cool to show more people how fun it can be to sing. In that in Ratatouille, the chef is like anyone can cook. I'm like that, but with singing.
Yeah.
If you have a voice, you can sing.
Great
Like
attitude.
that's and if you want to sing, you should learn. If you want to get better, you should practice.
Mhm.
And if you don't want to practice, then that's fine too. Like, just enjoy singing because it's something that singing cured my asthma. I don't want to say cured, but like helped my asthma a lot. I hadn't needed my inhaler for years up until this morning.
We're like,
but like it's basically a natural facelift because when you have good vocal posture, you have to hold all your resonators open and everything. So you learn how to just have that face turned on all the time, the eyebrows up and everything back. It's a natural facelift, and it keeps you learn how to stay upright. And it's another one of those things of just connecting with people. When you're singing harmony with other people, that's the most cathartic, most spiritual, like personal connection that I can think of. So it's something that I want to do.
Yeah.
You're making me miss choir right now. It's like,
choir's so good.
I know. I love. Yeah,
That's
I
great.
love harmonizing with.
Ryan Slatko's comments: if Joy had her way, everybody on Earth would be singing 7 billion part harmony.
I love it.
Yes.
World peace would be achieved as well.
You're not
They're
wrong.
singing in harmony.
You're not wrong.
Let's go. Chips, to sing like nobody's listening and dance like nobody's watching.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Great advice.
Yeah.
Smiles, hello there. Smiles, welcome in.
Bye.
Smiles is there in spirit. The TwitchCon will make it out to one of these in the next few years. I hope so,
Yeah.
Smiles.
We're manifesting for you, friend.
Absolutely.
It'll happen.
But it's great to see you checking in, and so nice to see you tonight. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to be fun. These next few days. I'd like to buy the world of Coke. Oh, yeah, that song. I remember that.
Oh,
I'd like
yeah.
to buy the world of Coke.
We are the world.
We are the
children.
Yes! We are the world to make a brighter day. So let's all live. So let's all
There's a
live.
choice for bacon.
I did that in high school choir, so
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, oh yeah. I was Cyndi Lauper.
What did you do to deserve? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Isn't it funny how like you get the roles that you're like just like people that tell you that this is what you need to sing, and then that's how you. For me, it was karaoke with 4 gals, and I was Christina in the Moulin Rouge song.
Oh, fun! That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a. Now are we music choir gigging right now for
Yes!
a little bit? Because we can. Sorry, Davey.
You're good, you're good.
But now I'm just thinking of like, in middle school when I was in choir, let's just say the young gentlemen of the choir were maybe needed some help and support, so my choir director at the time had me singing tenor with them for a number of years.
My God. Absolutely the same experience.
Yeah.
Because all the boys were put in the bass.
Yeah.
Because they needed to bass.
Yeah, but then when I got to high school, my choir director then put like a very quick stop to that. He's like, you're actually probably going to mess up your like natural voice if you keep going down this direction. But yeah, it was like, you know, you're like, all right, the part's relying on me. I guess I'm belting this out.
Yeah, in tenor.
Yes,
Woo.
in tenor. So yeah, but I feel that I miss it at times now. Now I want to go karaoke.
Well.
So are you going to have for so we're going to plug the IRL karaoke stream.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Are you going to have a peanut gallery? People watching that aren't on stream?
I don't know if we have enough room for that.
Oh, is it like a private?
Yeah, it's private.
I gotcha.
But maybe there might be another venue for it without saying anything
Oh.
specific.
Oh,
But-
stay tuned. Join the
tuned.
Discord.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, stay tuned on Discord. Stay tuned on Discord. So, yeah, but there and then beyond that, I'm also checking on like some people. There is one person that might be more on the fence as far as being able to attend. So if that opens up, please, like we'd love to have you join our group on Saturday. We'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just keep me apprised.
Absolutely.
And yeah. There will also be plenty of opportunities for singing, like along to Capcabana or just
Yeah.
like in the halls. See how many people we can pick up, just
Yeah,
strangers
there you
that
go.
also know the song. we'll have a coincidence of our own.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
That's good.
I'm ready to flail this weekend. Can everybody tell? So.
You're top tier
Yeah.
flailer.
I'm not as good as Cindy though. We'll see how it goes.
This is also, I think, a good opportunity to invite you to our future karaoke shows too, like the Discord ones. They are really fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it sounds like you got a lot of. I mean, you clearly have a lot of experience in that field.
I was gonna say, where I grew up, Central Valley of California, there's only so much to do for fun. So it's like, after I turned 21, let's just say there was many nights of karaoke at the local bar, and then you like stumble down the road to the truck stop diner to then go get your food. But, yeah, my nickname was Gem for a while because I transform on stage. So.
You were Gem?
Gem.
Gem is amazing.
Totally outrageous, everybody. I know.
Wow.
Oh
So.
my gosh. I gotta see it. I have to see it.
That's gonna be amazing. Aaron says, "Oh, good things are still happening. Yeah, karaoke streams are so fun, so fun, so fun." Aaron's been a big part of that series. Like,
Yeah.
it's always great to see Aaron on those shows.
She always picks really fun songs.
Right? It was, that the last one we did was just a phenomenal, like chef's kiss. Pop Punk was just a huge home run. Such a fun one. Rothgar, Rothgar, absolutely. Yeah, it's great to see Rothgar here. Fun times. I just want to say, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. This has been really great. I appreciate you all being here tonight. Thank you for the raids too. We had a raid from CashmereFeline earlier in the stream, so I appreciate that very much. We're gonna segue into a really fun weekend of TwitchCon. We'll keep doing I'll keep doing streams throughout the weekend, including the IRL karaoke on Saturday night, and maybe even stuff sooner than that. Can't really. But definitely, I'll do some IRL stuff when I'm at TwitchCon itself. So do like a report from.
Reporting live from the floor.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. Jem, be there in 10 minutes is king. King's all about it. Jem was like the greatest rock star of the 80s. Just like
yes.
Absolutely.
Total vibe. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, me too. Smiles. It's really fun. So, I'll give it to you each for, this is like what I do during the podcast, but let's give it to you each for final thoughts, and we'll go ahead and, wait, before we do that.
Oh yeah, we need to wrap up the meeting.
You have to wrap up the meeting, IRL report. So we did IRL reports last year too. Like we had guests on, like I had C-Dub on for one stream. It was really fun. So let me give you the takeaways. Give me.
What a good corporate word. We need takeaways. We need an action plan.
Yes.
Action plan, absolutely. Well, we can get into the action plan too. So takeaways: streaming connects people together. I mean, obviously.
Yes. 100%. Agree.
Donuts and bagels are effective morale boosters.
Yes.
TwitchCon, great venue for networking. We've discussed that quite a bit tonight. And thank you for your questions from chat. They really great questions tonight, everybody. Give yourselves a hand. Like, it was really great. Bagels were great.
Bagels?
But the only thing that stinks about... Why do bagel shops close at 2 o'clock? Like, all of them. I mean... That put me in a little tough spot.
I mean, donuts were a pretty good,
for sure.
workaround.
Oh, yeah.
Circular, hole missing in the middle.
They
could be the same. The same thing, obviously.
Yeah. The only
same but different but same.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, more bagels. I do love bagels, though. Aaron smiles. I agree with you. Like, bagels are great. Favorite bagel? Like, what type of bagel do you usually get?
Usually in everything.
Everything? Yeah, me too.
I think it doesn't. I like an onion bagel, but I only really like bagels if they're grilled. Like I don't like a toasted bagel or anything like that. But when they're grilled, there's like extra moisture put in there and stuff like that. Like usually I find bagels, like probably because I'm not in New York, but but they're just like tough and like
that's definitely not a New York thing, because the thing is, like, most of them are kind of dry and tough. Yeah. But New York is really special. It's like crispy, almost like a croissant on the outside. It's really soft on the inside. And that's why I don't toast them in New York. I'm like, I don't want you to toast this. I want that softness on the inside.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go see Ryan and figure that one out. Finally, a fine appreciation for bagels.
Bert, where do you what's your favorite?
I usually have like a toasted ham and cheese bagel.
Ooh.
If that's okay.
Oh, it's a
bagel sandwich.
Bagel sandwich. Go!
Sandwiches.
Nice.
Hey!
Hey!
It all comes back around, people.
Yeah. So, Lunar Raccoon says New York bagels are the best bagels. Co-sign that. And Ryan Slatko, I could not agree more with your comment. Let's go to Essa Bagel. Essa Bagel, the pinnacle of bagel.
Right on.
So good.
On the next train, right after TwitchCon.
Yeah. I might have to situate a trip to New York just for that. Like
SlatCon.
SlatCon, let's go! I love that idea.
Aw.
Smile says, I'm not going to forgive Tim Hortons for getting rid of sesame seed bagels. I can't.
Ripperonis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Montreal bagels are better than New York bagels. Rothgar. Oh, laying it down. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
We might need to regroup and have another meeting.
HR has been notified. I'm sorry.
Like Ryan's gonna be like, you want to take this outside, Rothgar? Regroup. Oh, Primordial Sounds, welcome in. What's up, Andy?
Hi.
Bagels wish they were donuts. Hi, Primo. It's great to see you.
Some bagels wish they were donuts.
Yeah. Mods, can we shout out Primordial Sounds as well? It's good to see you tonight, my friend. Yeah. Let's see. We've just met, so let's let one slide. You see that in the chat? That's great. Oh my gosh. That would be something. King says regroup, no further questions. Be convened later.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. So as we not typically do in conference rooms meetings, when should we do our next meeting? What do you think? Like, should we do it about next month? Do you want to do a thing on Teams? Or what are you thinking?
Well, so we're doing the in-person doodle right now. Doodle poll.
Yeah.
Everybody. Yeah. Let me check my schedule.
Well, we can. I can do a doodle poll. I can just
Yeah,
send it out and doodle.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
Why
not
don't I
bad.
just send out a group email before I leave today?
Yeah.
And then
Make sure that whatever you do, make sure to put it on Airtable so that we all keep track of it.
yeah. And then we can make sure to go over the agenda before deciding when to meet, because there may be some action items, some deliverables that need to happen before the next meeting.
Yeah.
I completely concur with the action items. I mean, make sure we get a proper deliverables. I will inform my IT team to make sure the consumables are fully stocked for the next meeting so that we can be accounted for with all the printing and scanning needs for this meeting.
Who's inputting this into Jira later? Project management? Sorry. Like actual drinking.
I thought that got migrated to Azure. I thought that's I thought Azure took over that whole thing. I had no idea. Goodness. Thank you, Chip. Thank you for the 200. Thank you so much, Chip.
Thank you,
For the 200 bits. Very kind of you. Well, we're really excited to keep this thing rolling. Let's go find someone to raid. I'm not going to be able to go through the raid with you all, but mods, let them know that we had a great time having a great discussion about Twitch and everything else. Let's go find someone to raid. Y'all can help. You're welcome to help.
Who's going to be? Who
we got? Let us see. Who we got?
Risky Biscuit Band.
Risky Biscuit.
TwitchCon Blues. Are they not here this year?
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't think they're coming.
Oh no.
I mean, obviously they're in Atlanta tonight. I guess it would almost be obvious, but
Aaron's on.
I heard this Davey is eating a sandwich is really great.
Well, thank you. We should check out Davey. That sounds like a really good idea. Yeah.
In terms of really productive meetings, Turtles and Chill generally has a very organized and effective meetings setup.
I think that's a tremendous call. Let's go raid Turtles and Chill. That's a really, really good idea. We can be productive. It's a great vibe, and you often are motivated to keep working.
Yeah. I'm all about that productivity, as we know. I wholeheartedly agree.
Let's go. All right, folks. We're going to go raid Turtles and Chill. And please continue and maintain your productivity.
Could it have been an email? I don't know. We had some really rousing and also confidential discussion here, so I didn't feel comfortable sending an email. I'm sorry. Also, the managers have required 2-day in-person meeting time for the sake of our team building activities. We did it. Donuts were had.
Absolutely. Donuts were had. PowerPoint slides were made.
Yeah.
You've truly covered all the bases today. All the action items were met. I mean, you
Excellent job today, everyone.
Yeah, great job. Great job, team. Great job. And applause to you too, everybody in our chat.
Here's to the next quarter.
So we'll see you soon, everybody. I'm not saying how soon, but soon. Hopefully,
Soon,
at some
but soon.
pretty soon though. Definitely within the next 24 hours. I think we'll see. On the Sandwich Show. Thank you again. Let's go raid Turtles and chill, folks.
Alright.
Mods, can you put the raid calls in the chat? And while you do that, I will start the raid. We'll go ahead and raid over. Turtles and chill.
All right. Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Take care,
Happy
everyone.
time zone. Goodbye. Goodbye.
And we wave until the
Wave. Princess
Yay!
wave.
Oh.
Goodbye, everybody.
And make sure to give Turtles and Chill a follow too as you get over there, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thank you all.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here.
Take care, Rothgar. It's good to see you too. Thank you so much.
I'm still going.
Thank
I'm
you
still
for.
going. She's still going.
Cashmere's still going.
I know.
everybody.
This is the party experience you can get right now. You know,
Yeah, you
I'm
all.
feeling it.
Bye
Feeling it.
bye.
We're
Bye
vibing.
bye.
A tired
Bye
Cindy.
bye. Yeah,
Bye.
I'm like.
Oh, hi, Hawk 6. Oh my goodness.
Hi.
Well, oh, we'll see you over there
Hawk, is this
hopefully.
right?
Okay,
Awesome,
now
just
just turn into a high wave. Hello.
Hi, Hawk. And bye.
Bye.
Hi, and bye. And bye. Hi, bye.
Bye.
That's great. All right, we'll see. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your evening.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my god, bye.
Bye.
Oh my god.
Bye.